Hello, and welcome to another update video on gold. So we want to take a look at the shorter time frame here for gold. We are tracking currently meticulously this ABC structure. The orange scenario is currently leading on the gold chart, but there is some additional support here, which is located between $3,820 and $3,950. This is the support zone which the price already used end of October around the 28th, and then here the 5th of November and 30th of October to produce a bounce. I'm tracking the bounce from the 28th of October low as a 3-wave bounce. I treat it as a B wave. It is the B wave we were watching for. It is the B wave we expected. Shouldn't be any surprise that we got this corrective bounce. It was, to be honest, quite difficult to maintain that, you could say, short-term bullish perspective, because the price really has, didn't do much early in November. End of October didn't, early November. For a week, it was just grinding sideways and looked very, very weak. And to be honest, it still looks somewhat weak, which is why we got only a 3-wave move up. But I only, here on this channel, we only really expected a B wave, right? Now, some told me that it would break out directly. To be honest, it still could. But I have to align my analysis with price action and what I see. And based on patterns that we see, we can then project structures and prices and targets. And the main thing is, the main reason why I do not expect a direct breakout, and again, it can still happen, but it is basically this 3-wave move up here, which is just part of a corrective bounce. And the move down was already deep enough to complete an A wave. So the idea was we expect a B wave bounce. And again, these videos are not only like market updates, they also, I want to give you education about Elliott Wave as well, which a lot of you appreciate. And so I always try to explain why I come to certain conclusions. Of course, sometimes the counts are not perfect, we're all humans, but in the end, it's about being pragmatic. Too many people are too dogmatic about this stuff. It's about being pragmatic, because that is really, what counts in practice for traders and investors, that there are levels, we just want to get to wave count that can help us make decisions, right? That assist you. I mean, again, in these analysis, I'll never tell you to make a decision, but you can use the structure and integrate it into your own plan. And that is the sweet spot. That's the ideal way how it should be done. Yeah. So anyway, we have this B wave bounce. We likely topped there. Yesterday, what we identified over the weekend and yesterday was a 3-wave move down. I said if we get 5 waves down, that would further confirm our thesis. And the thesis is and was that we had a 5-wave, not a 5-wave move, that we had a top in wave B, because only with a 5-wave decline, we actually get that confirmation that a B wave topped, right? 3 waves up should be followed by 5 waves down in a C wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that wave 1 is ideally also a 5-wave move, because that gives us confirmation. All right, a confirmation is not certainty, again, yeah. It's all probabilistic. However, we did get that 5th wave down. The resistance area I've now removed from the chart. It was in the chart yesterday. That was the resistance area that told us that we'll likely get another low, or at least we should get another low and respect resistance for an impulse. We did. And so that's good, because it adds weight to our thesis that we developed together on this channel, that this is a B wave top and we're now moving down in a C wave. Now, I already highlighted a few days ago, maybe even a week ago, nearly a week ago, the targets for the C wave to the downside. And they are between $3,768 and $3,498. And again, they are not my opinion. They are simply a mathematical projection based on standard Fibonacci extension targets for a C wave. So that's what we would normally expect in such a C wave. Because what we do, we take the Fibonacci extension tool, trend-based Fib extension, we measure the length of the A wave, we go to the high of the B wave, and then the 100% extension is an ideal target. I just didn't measure it very accurately right now, but this here is what it should be, like 3,768. So, but that's how it works. And then you get the Fibonacci extensions for a C wave. So I think it would work quite well. I mean, if this here is the wave 1, and we could get a wave 2 bounce. I said yesterday, if we get another low, I will add resistance for wave 2, which I've done overnight. For those of you, by the way, who want like more frequent updates, there are additional updates, part of our stocks membership. I'll put the link for you guys in the description. It's the Patreon link. It takes you to Discord. And there you get additional updates as well. So I shared this resistance area already late yesterday. Can't always make a video, you know. But yeah, anyway, this was shared. And so I want to break it down together with you here as well. And then there could be a third wave down, a 4, 5. And 3,768 is only the first projection. So we can go a little lower. This would be my minimum target. That 1-2 pattern would actually be perfect for gold if it happens. So that means with that 5-wave decline, which is pretty obvious now, I think we can agree it looks like a 5-wave decline. Hope we could agree yesterday this was only a 3-wave move down. The next bounce should be testing this resistance area, ideally. Now, I'm not fully convinced yet that it actually started this wave 2, but it does look a bit like that. Next indication would be a break above this small swing high here that formed around $4,056, and then we can watch this resistance area, $4,100 to $4,200, and a bounce in wave 2 could be next, and then we can get that sell-off in a third wave and so on. We can follow through here further to the downside over the coming 1 to 2 weeks. Now, what if we sell off directly? I mean, we would then have to see, is it an extension of wave 1 or are we already in the third wave? We would have to decide then. I think probably I would say if we already sell off directly, the wave 2 was already here and we had something like a diagonal pattern to the downside, it would certainly be more complex to track. So I would prefer a more healthy wave 2 bounce. Either way, even if we sell off more directly, remember what the thesis is, that the B wave has topped. So it would still be in line with the main thesis. So yeah, overall pressure appears downward, but it could be that we get a bit of a bounce. As long as we stay below 4,200, however, the pressure should be downward as per the orange scenario. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, check out our stocks membership. And if you're wondering where you can actually trade gold futures, we've partnered with XTB. They are fully regulated. They are a global broker. They operate in most regions around the world. I use XTB myself. And they offer gold CFDs, and these gold CFDs, they actually closely mirror the GC futures chart that I'm using in the analysis. So you can actually trade the same market moves without needing a separate futures account. This is the X Station, it's their dashboard, so we can just type in gold. I also sometimes cover platinum, palladium on this channel. They also offer CFDs for those. Just with CFDs, just make sure that you understand the risk, because this is all about, you know, you can short them, you can trade with leverage, so just be fully aware of the risk associated. But you can also trade gold stocks, silver stocks, that's all available here. In fact, they offer more than 11,000 instruments, or more than 10,000 instruments from Forex. Yeah, some of you are interested in Forex as well, commodities, indices, crypto CFDs even, and ETFs. And you can even set up ETF investment plans, you can earn interest on your balance, and also trade with zero commission up to 100,000 euros per month. Very easy to set up an account. Again, I've done it myself. And yeah, if you're looking for a broker and you're looking for some additional ways to maybe, just looking for a broker, you want to start a new portfolio, and then you can check them out. There's a link in the comment section. It's an affiliate link, so you would also directly support the MCO project and everything we do on this channel if you use that link. Thanks so much. I wish you a great day. Bye-bye.